Cold reckoning. Presents. The day her father's will was read, Diana Calloway sat at the end of a long table and said absolutely nothing, not because she had nothing to say. She had everything to say. But Diana had learned something her brother Marcus and her sister Renee never had. That silence, in the right moment, is the most devastating thing a person can wield. So she sat there. She listened. And she waited. Their father built everything with his hands. Earl Calloway came to East Texas at 22 years old. $30 in his pocket. A pickup truck with a cracked windshield. And a stubbornness that bordered on religious. He worked land other men had given up on. He cleared brush in 100-degree heat. He negotiated with banks that had no interest in lending to someone like him. By the time Diana was born, the youngest of three, the quiet one, Earl owned the house on Granger Road and 43 acres of undeveloped land beyond the creek. He was not a wealthy man, but he had built something real, and then, at 68, his heart gave out on a Tuesday morning. He was drinking coffee on the porch. He was gone before the ambulance arrived. The vultures didn't wait long. Marcus called that same evening. Not to grieve. To strategize. "We need to talk about the estate," he said. Diana was still in the hospital parking lot. She hadn't even cried yet. "Marcus," she said quietly, "Dad died 6 hours ago. And the property taxes are already accruing," he said. "We need to move fast." Renee had already called a real estate agent by Friday. They had a meeting, the two of them, without Diana. Marcus told the attorney, "Diana's too emotional. She can't make clear decisions right now. We'll handle the estate. She can have something when it's all settled. Something." That was the word he used. Not a share, not her portion. Something. Like leftovers, like charity. What they didn't know, what they had never bothered to find out, is that Diana had been paying attention. For years, 3 months before Earl died, on a rainy Wednesday afternoon, he called Diana to the kitchen table. 2 documents in front of him, a cup of coffee, and a look on his face she had never seen before. Something between sorrow and absolute certainty. "Sit down, baby," he said. "I need to show you something." He slid the first document across the table. It was the deed to the house on Granger Road. Diana looked carefully. There was a second mortgage she hadn't known about. And then a third. Medical bills, equipment loans, a refinancing deal gone wrong. The house carried $214,000 in debt. It was worth $190,000. The math was not complicated. Then Earl slid the second document. A separate deed, recorded independently. Years earlier. The 43 acres beyond the creek. No debt, no liens. Zoned for commercial development after a county reclassification that spring. Appraised value, $780,000. And climbing. "This one," Earl said, tapping the deed with one finger, "is yours, only yours. Already done, has been for 2 years. He looked at her over his reading glasses. "Your brother and sister, they'll see the house. They'll think they know what there is. Let them think it." Diana asked him why. He was quiet for a long moment. "Because you're the only one who ever sat still long enough to understand that some things are worth more than they look. And some things that look like everything are already gone." They got the house. She said nothing. She let them take it. When Marcus presented the offer at the attorney's office, Diana reviewed it carefully. Asked 2 questions in a voice so calm it seemed to unsettle him. And signed where they asked her to sign. Renee smiled. Marcus shook the attorney's hand. Twice, they listed the house the following Monday. 3 offers by Thursday. Marcus called Diana, barely containing the pride in his voice. "We're looking at a full-price offer," he said. "This worked out for everyone." "I'm glad," Diana said. And she meant it. The first offer fell through. Liens in the title search. The second buyer walked after the inspection. Foundation issues hidden behind furniture and fresh paint. The third offer came in at $161,000. Cash, no contingencies. After the mortgages, the attorney fees, the commissions, the back taxes, Marcus and Renee each received nothing. They owed $4,200 in closing costs. Marcus called Diana that evening. She let it go to voicemail. She was already on the phone. A developer out of Dallas. 3 weeks of missed calls. He had a project, a timeline, and a number that made Diana sit down in her kitchen chair and close her eyes. She thought about her father at that table. The rain against the window. The 2 documents. His hand tapping the second deed. She thought about the word Marcus had used. Something. She called the developer back. She said yes. And for the first time since her father died, really, truly for the first time, Diana Calloway cried, not from grief, not from relief, from gratitude. For the man who had known, long before she did, exactly what kind of quiet she was made of. Cold reckoning.